Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Band Together Leadership. My name is Paul Everett. I'm your host. I would love you to contact me. My email address is BAND2together, bandtogether@comcast.net. Also, go to our website, which is conductingmylife.com. Go to the curriculum tab, and you'll see I'm part of the John Maxwell team. I'm a certificated speaker, trainer, coach using John Maxwell material. Who is John Maxwell? John Maxwell is a New York Times bestselling author. Does great work on leadership, really how to be a better person. So, band together, our little motto is, better people make better leaders. I didn't say perfect. So we're not looking for perfection. We love to get to be excellent though. I'm able to be hired to be private tutoring for you using the John Maxwell material. Also, I do large groups, small groups. I do private, public sector. I can even work with your church leadership or your church even. You want to come out and see a Dr. Maxwell, Winning with People seminar. I'd be more than happy to do that. We can do that biblically too. So look for us again, bandtogether@comcast.net. And, actually, that's not right. It's conductingmylife.com. I got the thing confused. I don't edit. This is one take, Paul. So conductingmylife.com. Also, it's good. You can see I make mistakes and I don't edit them out. This is who I am. All right, guys and gals, this is the last chapter of Dr. Maxwell's Make Today Count. He's got the daily dozen, and what he says he does, and I'm going to believe him, he looks at these dozen. These are his values. This is what is important to him. You begin to build a better life by determining to make good decisions, but that alone is not enough. You need to know what decisions to make. And Dr. Maxwell says, I've been given the subject a lot of thought, talked to many successful people, and narrowed down the list of critical areas for success. He's got 12 of them. And he calls them the daily dozen. 1, attitude. Choose and display the right attitude daily. Number 2, priorities. Determine and act on important priorities daily. Number 3, health. Know and follow healthy guidelines daily. Number 4, family. Communicate with and care for my family daily. 5, thinking. Practice and develop good thinking daily. 6, commitment. Make and keep proper commitments daily. 7, finances. Make and properly manage dollars daily. 8, faith. Deepen and live out my faith daily. 9, relationships. Initiate and invest in solid relationships daily. Number 10, generosity. Plan for and model generosity daily. Number 11, values. Embrace and practice good values daily. And then number 12, and that's the one we're going to talk about today, growth. Seek and experience improvements daily. So if you settle these 12 issues by making the right decision in each area and then work to manage those decisions daily, you can be successful. So let's talk about growth. The 15 valuable lessons about growth, okay? There's 15 lessons. And one of the key thesis about growth is it needs to be intentional. Okay, I'm 57 years old, and I have not stopped growing. Now, physically, I've slowed down the growth because my weight is not doing too good. So I've slowed that growth down. But I'm talking inside, my heart, spiritually, mentally. Yeah, I've done all I can to keep saying I am teachable, and I need to make growth. 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. You need to get that book. It's a good book by Dr. Maxwell. And what are you doing intentionally to grow? I like to read. I like to reflect. I like to watch good lectures and sermons. I take growing seriously. So Dr. Maxwell says, I will develop and follow a personal growth plan for my life. You don't have to wait till you're 57 to do that. Just think, if you're like a scholar, and my scholars are between 12 years old and 18 years old, If you're one of my younger students, meaning 18 to let's say 30, start making a plan to grow. Scholars, even at 12 and 13 years old, you can make a plan to grow. How are you growing? Think about that, all right? All right, here we go. So how does Dr. Maxwell do this? He's making the decision to seek and experience growth daily. If you are ready to make the decision to pursue growth and experience improvement every day, then you need to do the following. You ready? Answer the question, what is my potential? Make a commitment to change. Set growth goals. Learn to enjoy the journey. Okay, that's cool. And then a couple more. Put yourself in a growth environment. Make it your goal to grow in some way every day. Have a time and plan to grow. And then file what you learn and then apply what you learn. Woo-wee! Let's take a couple. Let's see. Make a commitment to change. Author William Feathers said, "The only thrill worthwhile is the one that comes from making something out of yourself." To make something out of yourself, you need to be willing to change, for without change, there can be no growth. The problem most people have is that they want things to stay the same, yet also get better. Obviously, that cannot happen. If you truly want to grow, then commit yourself to not only accepting change, but seeking it. So I've changed jobs 6 times. That is my choice. I love to grow programs. And yes, after a while, when I see that the people are not enjoying what I have to offer, I leave. Why would I stay? I'm not there to prove myself to anybody. I'm there to build a program, and once I have hit that lid, I move to the next program. So I've seen a lot of change, again, 6 times. So I go into a band, I take a look at what's going on, and then I will make changes. And that seems to be a natural thing. When you hire a coach, they have a different game plan. They have a different offense. They run a different defense. So I'm used to change, and I've totally accepted the idea that others aren't. You know, we'll play last year's music. We'll talk about last year. We'll talk about how great last year was. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if last year was so great, then why did the person leave? And yeah, some of the answers are they, like me, they got tired of the job and they wanted to go do something new. And they wanted to change. That's okay. But the people who are staying, sometimes they need to say to themselves, why did the person leave? Okay? Because I think part of it too is that if people aren't willing to change, if the group's not willing to change, then I don't see why a leader stays. You know, unless, like for example, at 57, I don't have that much longer to live that I did at 37. 37, take a new job. I can look at that job and go, whoa, I got 20 years to make the change. And it does take that long. It takes 9, 10, 15 years to make a change. Now, sometimes it can change within a year. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. My gosh, they have a new coach, and now they're going to go to the championship. Okay, good for them. So change can happen quickly, but the players have to want to make the change as well. All right, so there's that. Let's see what else. Just take a look. So put yourself in a growth environment. Dr. Maxwell has often wondered what would have happened when he came home to Margaret that day in 1974 after seeing Kurt Kampmeyer. If Margaret had said, Margaret's his wife, said she did not want to grow with him, and that $745 in 1974 was too much money for that personal growth kit. Dr. Maxwell wonders, because he knows that Margaret's companionship and partnership on the personal growth journey has made all the difference. By working together to improve ourselves, that'd be Dr. Maxwell and his wife Margaret, they created a growth environment that helped them to broaden their horizons and live a life that they never could have imagined when they first got married. And what environment continued as they raised their children? When their daughter Elizabeth and son Joel Prolerter were growing up, their mental, emotional, and spiritual growth were their highest priorities. Dr. Maxwell has been told that certain species of fish will grow according to the size of their environment. Put these fish in a tiny aquarium and they remain small even at adulthood. Release these fish into a huge natural body of water and they grow to their intended size. People are similar. If people live in a harsh and limiting environment, they stay small. But put people someplace that encourages growth and they will expand to reach their potential. And that's where I am with even my life personally. People are similar. If people live in a harsh and limiting environment, they stay small. That's why I end up leaving. I don't want to stay small. I want things to grow and get bigger and bigger. The law of the lid just gets higher, and I just go, I got to go. There's no more room to grow here. The lid's been put on me. And then, but put them in a place that encourages growth. That means the principal wants things to grow, the kids want things to grow, the parents want things to grow. They know that change needs to happen. There's a better chance I'll stay. And then it says right there, and they will expand to reach their potential. People in water are the same. They rise to the level of expectation. And my expectations are high. And usually people meet them. So this is the book. We've gone through now all 12. Get the book. It's a great book. The next couple of episodes of Band Together Leadership, I've been really thinking about getting more personal, such as sharing stories about being a teacher and the pain and also the awesomeness of being a teacher, the wonderment of being a teacher. So I'm thinking about what I want to do now that we are done with this book. It's not going to be reading chapters from a book. It's just going to be me sharing the roses and the thorns of being a teacher for a third of a century. It's from George Bush Sr. to Joe Biden. And to think Joe Biden has been a politician for 50 years, and 34 of those 50 years, I've been a teacher. So I look forward to sharing some stories with you. Begin with the end in mind. Every choice you make is who you are, so choose wisely. Seek first to understand and be understood. And finally, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Please buy the book. It's a great book. Please think about hiring me to come and help you and people that are close to you get better, because better people make better leaders. Press the like button, share, subscribe, send me an email. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.